Good morning, James here at Axopar London Group, down in our pool facilities today for a handover on a brand new Axopar 37 cross cabin. So behind me here is Twin Star. Arrived 2 days ago from the shipyard. Guys have been working flat out for the last 48 hours, just running through PDIs, commissioning the engines and getting a ship shape ready for the lucky new owner today, who's off down to Dartmouth. First weekend away on the boat. I have to say, what a spec. The experienced owner had several boats before, really knew what he wanted out of this. It's a boat that you can go away and use for several days at a time. So we got all the systems such as the Galley pack, hot water, diesel powered heating, solar panels on the roof, so absolutely loaded up. Great looking boat, very clinical with the white gel coat Brabus line trim pack, standard Silvertex sterling upholstery, and then those custom painted white Mercury 300 V8 engines. We had just over 47 knots out of her this morning, just with a quick run out for final sea trials. Very impressive, probably more to come in due course as the engines free up. So let's head on board, see what she's all about. If you notice, as we come down midships here, we've got a nice non-slip step, and also on the Gullwing side here there's another step, just making getting on and off a little bit more straightforward. So we've got a Brabus black water ski frame, which obviously complements the black side rails here that run fore and aft down the decks. Aft lockers are standard, so they've got these really nice little clips, practical touches. These are really designed by guys that use them. Space to put 4 fenders in one of those. There's the diesel filler for the heating system, holds about 20 litres of diesel. Owners off elected here to go with the day cruiser aft cabin package. Obviously nice space on the back there to put the name. You can see the windows in the side of that. Sun pad on the aft. And over on the port side, again another rope locker. We've got a pull out transom shower there and an emergency bilge pump. Transom shower is plumbed into the hot water system, again which the owners elected to go for. Little Ensign socket there on the port aft quarter. We haven't fitted it thus far, but we've got the clip on top here for the aft sunbed sunshade, which is a black mesh that sits over the top of the sun pad here. And then up top we've got the remote control spotlight in the middle, broadband Simrad radar. This whole section here, actually, the upright with the twin aerials, actually folds down aft, so if you ever got bridge height clearance issues, very handy. Then looking around the side, hard to see in the sunshine today, but we've got little LED lights that run around the deck here in blue, so they look great at night. You can see all the detailing, badges built into the glass here, nice little detail with cross cabin badges. Really pretty boat. I have to say my favourite colour in the white. We do obviously do an option with a grey hull as well. Then forward here, so we've got the optional Gullwing doors which give access into the forward cabin. We've got the extended sunbed, so that's the extra cushion box here in addition to the standard seat here. The additional anchor locker cushion, and if we just lift that up, you can see in the front here, so we've got the fixed EU spec electric anchor winch. We've got an ultra anchor stainless steel up front, 30 meters of galvanized chain which sits in this forward locker here, separate to the storage area. So this is again a nice handy place for fenders, cleaning kit. And then tucked down, I won't open the hatch, but in this hatch here is access through to the pressure relief valve on the hot water tank, which is running transverse behind the bulkhead here. 16 litre hot water tank. It's 220 volt power, so you've got to be on shore power, although I think it would be possible to run that through an inverter system if needed. Water filler here, 100 litre fresh water tank sits under the bed, anchor winch, breaker, etc. And obviously a shore power lead you see coming out there, linked into battery charger. Under the front here we've got the storage, I say take a life raft or extra kit on board. We've got the harbour cover package which covers these off for storage. Up top we've got the new option of the solar panel there, which trickle charges into the domestic batteries, and then we've got the crossbars on the roof here, which are great for carrying dinghies, paddle boards, brackets for mountain bikes. Really versatile, which would otherwise be dead space. Handy to have up top. We've got the full Webasto electric sunroof, so this withdraws all the way back to open up the boat, and there's a protective cover that sits on top of there for storage. Coming around here, you notice the windscreen faces forward, so throws the water off on a rough day. Got the nice wipers up the top there, flush out of the way, and then these cavernous sliding side doors to reveal access through into the cabin. So as we first come in, we've got the standard finish with the removable carpets, and then up on the helm, obviously as part of the Brabus line trim pack, we've got this nice Alcantara steering wheel with a Brabus logo in the middle, which runs through onto there's a handrail up on the top of the dash panel there. We've got the fly-by-wire DTS Mercury throttle and shift, immobiliser system down here with the keys, kill cord, etc. So we've got the Webasto diesel powered heating system control here. Notice we've got a remote control. These are standard from Axopar, nice as they're a factory extra on most other manufacturers. Remote control for the bow thruster. We've got a remote control for the spotlight up top. DSC Simrad VHF. The twin Simrad colour chart plotters with the depth transducer as well. Nice little bank of LED switches here doing wash, wipe, light, etc. The upgrade to the Mercury vessel view display here, which gives a multitude of engine parameters, fuel burn, etc. Also linked into the active trim system, so that gives you engine trim whilst underway, and then obviously joysticks for the trim tab and the bow thruster. You can see the tilt mechanism here on the wheels, so nice and easy to get comfortable driving position. You notice up here we've got screen demisters linked into the heating system, AV package, so we've got speakers here in the saloon. We've got the comfort pack, which includes the panels up top there. If I put some lights on, you can now see we've got the feature LED lighting running around the roof here and on the aft end as well. Just really brightens up the saloon here. So we've got the Galley package, which is new, first boat we've had into the UK with this, and you'll notice in the drawers here, so they're soft close, you've got little pegs to adjust. There's a whole bag of pegs that comes with the boat to get space to put your crockery, and there's three drawers all the same. The tabletop is actually the same size whether you have the Galley pack or the basic table. This opens up to give you a handy dining space, so if you just look round, doesn't encroach at all on any of that aft seating, and you've still got the facility to spin this helm seat round 180 degrees. There's a bit of foot space there, still space around the dining table. So the only compromise is obviously with this co-pilot seat, you've got the table storage base in the way there, so it's still possible to spin the seat 90 degrees and use that as an ad hoc if needed. So on this particular boat we've got the sink arrangements. You'll see here now that lifts up, again plumbed hot and cold water, and we're actually going to retrofit on this boat the gas system as well, which will be a combi unit here with a gas burner. Bottle goes up in the forward locker. You'll notice now we've gone to a large size stainless steel front refrigerator, obviously with the obligatory bubbles in there for handover today, and see little detailing, things like the wood step here. And then if we look down aft, I'm not going to lift this seat up, say the boat's now ready for handover, but in the aft cabin here, again we've got the ambient LED light pack, big double bed. It measures up 5 foot wide. We stuck a tape measure across it yesterday just to check sizes, and you've got a nice sort of step down into it here. It's quite bright and airy when you're in there, and you've got an access hatch down the back there for ventilation. And then coming forward, just pop the button there, you'll see we've got the full toilet compartment and the shower in here. So To the port side, this is a screen that comes round, and then on the starboard side, this is the bathroom. So with the door shut there, we've got an electric Jabsco toilet, a little LED panel there for the waste tank indication. We've got a sink with hot and cold water. You can see the breaker panel up there for all the main systems on board. Note they've put the heating into here as well, which is quite handy if you want to dry out kit. And over here on the port side, this panel comes round, just clips into the wall there, and you've now got the shower. It's basic, but remember this is a 37-foot boat designed for weekends away. We've still got plenty of room. It's a full wet room in here, very handy, nice feature to have. And then we come forward into the main master cabin. So we've got an island forward V berth here. Underneath here is the poles for the aft sun canopy, and then we've got 2 seats port and starboard here, somewhere to get dressed, loads of natural light up above. So we've got big skylight, obviously with the Gullwing doors open, lets a lot more natural light in there. And then looking forward, so we've got heating outlets here, we've got the ambient lighting as part of that upgrade, we've got the feature panel in the ceiling there again with the soft textured upgrade on the wall linings, little Brabus detailing here, and these steps lift up just to give you a little bit more room around the bed here in the evenings. See, with your head generally at this end of the bed. So say it's a really nicely thought out boat. Say he's well spec'd, owner knew exactly what he wanted from the boat, very much being able to go away for long weekends. Spec'd up here we're sort of about £260,000 with all the extras as you see here. Very little needed really to get a boat on the water, other than some safety equipment which he's got already. Have to say, as an all-in-one, all-rounder, these are such a versatile boat. Say great speed, efficient, 65 litres an hour at 30 knots, topping out say around 47 knots. It's a quick boat when you want it to do. It'll maintain that speed in all weathers. Very dry riding. So if you'd like to know any more, please get in touch. So my name is James, Axopar London Group. Email is james@axoparlondongroup.com, or mobile is +44 7747 686 587. So I hope you enjoyed a brief look round today. Can't wait to meet the owner shortly. See her out on the water, enjoying new adventures.